Steel is a flashpoint in EU-US trade tensions. 6.4 billion euros of EU exports of that and of aluminium were slapped with respectively 25% and 10% US tariffs at the start of June. 3 weeks later, the EU is opening fire. It's announced 25% tariffs on 2.8 billion euros of together US metal exports, farm produce, bourbon, jeans, even motorbikes, to come into effect on Friday. The move will mean higher prices for consumers and is seen risking further damage. On Monday, President Trump threatened to impose tariffs on a massive $200 billion of Chinese exports after China threatened to retaliate against an earlier US tariff threat.
While we may see a fair fall-off in overall trade, the impact on world GDP may not be pronounced for at least a couple of quarters. But certainly, it's the biggest fear. It's the biggest risk to world markets at the moment. It's not Brexit. It's not inflation at the moment. It has to be what's going on in global trade.
Trade Commissioner Cecilia Malmström said in a statement the EU didn't want to be in this position, but, quote, unilateral and unjustified US action had left no choice. It has other tariffs in reserve of up to 50% on a further 3.6 billion euros of US exports if it needs them. Analysts fear it might.
Donald Trump won't give in. After every escalation, markets are hoping for a recovery and at some point even the end of escalation. But this won't happen.
China's stance may also be hardening, according to an editorial in the state-run China Daily newspaper. It accuses Trump of bloodlust. Beijing, it says, must make Washington aware there will be a heavy price to pay.